Let's go straight to our guest, Tommy Robinson, leader of the EDL. Tommy, who are you?
Shalom, George. As you just said, I am the leader of the English Defence Leauge.
I'm asking who you are first. Is that your real name, Tommy Robinson?
No, it's not my real name. You know my real name, obviously.
I don't, actually. I'm just wondering why you're calling yourself Tommy Robinson if that's not your name.
It's Stephen Lennon. I started off calling myself Tommy Robinson. The reason for that was because we were going up and opposing against militant Islam, a very extreme fraction of the Islamic ideology, which kill people in the name of Allah. And we're opposing them, bringing heat on them, and putting heat on their community. And automatically, they will want to take that revenge out on me. So originally, I started off hiding my identity, but now I'm proud to show everyone who I am and stand up against it and hold my head up.
So you're not in the same danger you thought you were, or?
I am. Yeah, of course I'm in danger, but
but why have you started to use your own name now, then? That's what I'm trying to establish.
Because it was exposed, not by myself.
Okay.
Obviously, I want to keep myself safe, I want to keep my family safe.
Well, I honestly didn't know your real name, but I'm glad that you've revealed it, because it's always better to talk to people in their real names. And secondly, I said, who are you? What are you? You said you're the leader of the EDL. Who made you the leader?
I made myself the leader. I formed the English Defence Leauge, and we formed it in Luton after the protest against our soldiers, and it's just spread as a phenomenon across the country, gaining support.
So you made yourself the leader, but you're a big supporter of democracy?
Yeah, I am, yeah. I've actually met you, George, in 2007, in Luton, actually. I went along to a respect party. It was on down the road. I don't know if you remember.
I don't actually, no.
No, well, you was holding a meeting. I went along, I brought a bird with me, and we went to see what the respect party was all about.
You brought a bird with you? What, a parrot?
Yeah, no, I brought a girl with me, and we come to the meeting, and as we walked into the meeting, there was someone stopped at the door, and as we were coming in, and they said, you need to sit this side, and you need to sit that side. And I asked them what they're on about. And I could see loads of Muslim men on one side, and loads of Muslim women on the other side. And I said, well, I've come with my missus, I want to sit with my missus. No, you can't. And I said, isn't your party called the Respect Party? Yeah. Or am I missing something? Because are you separating me from my missus when I want to sit down with my missus and listen to what your party's about? And there was another Afro-Caribbean man there who was kicking off at the same point because he wanted to sit with his missus. And that's when I just, in my own view, thought what a laughing stock this Respect Party is, and why the hell is it calling itself Respect?
Well, that was just about as big a pack of lies as you claiming that your name was Tommy Robinson. Because no such thing has ever happened at any Respect Party meeting. But we're not here to talk about respect, we're here to talk about you. And in particular, we want to talk about the allegation by the police that your extremist, violent, hate-filled behaviour and rhetoric is fueling extremism in our country. What do you say?
I think that, well, the police officer said that us going down to the sea, he didn't word it the way you've just worded it in any sort of way.
I've got his quotes here. If you want me to read them out, I will.
Yeah, go on then. Because I don't remember him saying a hate-filled rhetoric. I listened to it this morning. It says,
violence and intimidation are unacceptable wherever it comes from. You can't tackle extremism by being extremist yourself. You don't prevent hatred by being hateful yourself. That's what the police minister said.
Okay, well, as I said this morning when I spoke to someone about this, September 11 was our fault, 7/7 was our fault, the last 1400 years of Islam being at war with non-Islam, that's our fault, everything's our fault. It's the work now.
What do you know about the last 1400 years of Islam?
Now it is the work...
Your knuckles are dragging the ground. What do you know about the last 1400 years of Islam? You know nothing about Islam.
Now, okay, George, are you a supporter? Are you a supporter of Hamas?
Do you want me to start quizzing you, Tommy, because it'll embarrass you?
Do you
want me to start asking you?
I'm asking you a question. Are you a supporter of Hamas?
Well, I'm asking the questions for... No, I'm not a supporter of Hamas.
You don't
but what does that have to do? Tommy, if I say something, I'll stand by it. You talk about the last 1400 years of Islam, about which I am absolutely certain you are sublimely ignorant. You know nothing about the last 1400 years of Islam because your knuckles are dragging the ground. You're an ignoramus who describes women as birds and then as their missus, who calls himself Tommy but his name's something else, and who's been accused by the police and the police minister of being hateful and extremist. Now, let me ask you a question. Why do you send your thugs into city centres to create havoc for the police, expense for the taxpayer, and leading to dozens, if not hundreds, of arrests since the operation that you started.
Because there's an Islamist epidemic across this country. Even last week, there was a study throughout 12 universities, and a third of Muslims said that killing was justified in the name of Islam. 90%. It's an epidemic. We've waited.
Let me stop you there, Tom.
Go on.
Which 12 universities held a study in which a third of Muslims said that killing in the name of Islam was correct, was acceptable?
I haven't got it. I'll look it up.
No, you don't have it, because you're an ignorant wee nyaff. You're quoting a non-existent
I'm not quoting
survey.
non-existent.
You're quoting a survey on national radio.
28% of them. I'll ring you back in a minute and find out.
No, don't ring me back in a minute. You've just made a completely false